Oh, why, hello, replay viewers. Let's see who tunes on in. Good to see you, Miss Cecilia, first one in the room, and Ramona, good to see you. Will's driving down Northern Line, good to see you. DeBailey, hello. Good to see you, Chilladean, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Now, there's a tour guide right down the way here. Let me zoom, gotta do a far zoom away from him. Good to see you, Nadia, good to see you, No. As it drizzles. Good to see you, Todd Scott. So there's a tour guide making his way down there. Friend of the channel. He said I was hilarious. He knew exactly who I was. Called me Dutch and everything. But good to see everybody. Good to see you, Sally. Good to see you, Ramona and Jose Torres. Wepa, Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos. Good to see you, Hanson Terrell. Good to see you, Dave Jeffries. Welcome. Alistair Bruce, hello. And Girl in the Curl out there in Seal Beach. Good to see you. Colleen, doing well, Colleen, doing well. It's snowing and drizzling. I don't know if you could see, I don't know if you could tell, it's snowing and drizzling. Nice. Smoking, listening to AC/DC? That sounds good. Ooh, it's nasty out here all of a sudden. I should have checked the radar. Because it is drizzling and snowing out here, because why not? Let's see if there's any Christmas decorations along the Highline Park today. First, let's make our way to Little Island. And let's see what's going on Little Island. And then we'll make our way up onto the Highline here. But here we are, Meatpacking District. Meatpacking District here on the west side of Manhattan. Snow and rain. So we're getting both right now. And Todd Scott with a $3 super chat. Todd Scott, what's the plan for today? We're going to look for some holiday decorations along the Highline Park. Let's see what's going on in the Highline. Then maybe we'll do a little bit of Hudson Yards. We'll go into that horrible mall. Good to see you, Tapio. And let me, I got to wipe the lens already. Let me make sure I have a napkin here close by so I could wipe lenses here. Hold on one second, guys. Since we already have some rain in the lens. At least the weather's not boring, right? Yeah. At least the weather's not boring. We're good to see everyone. This morning had some lovely guests from the Netherlands, the Philippines, and Mexico. And had two ladies from the Netherlands who took a double-decker tour bus ride, and they were not happy, to say the least, by the fact that there was no tour guide on the bus, even though the ticket said there was a tour guide on the bus. Good to see you, Williams Photography. Welcome. They were very upset, so they were so happy that they had a tour guide at their disposal. And yeah, kind of amazing. They were very upset about the double-decker tour bus, so they were like, we wanted to get our money back. They wanted to give them their money back. Wow, overnight, got 1.5 inches. Wow. Good to see you from Winnipeg. Good to see you, Benjamin. Good to see you, Veronica. Hello. And Angel, good to see you. Careful with those emojis. You can get up to 3 emojis per comment. Whew, it's cold out here. So let me move around and warm up. Oh, it looks like they're filming a movie down here. Or maybe a TV show. Good to see you, Charles. Another day out in the live stream. Let's make our way to Little Island here and see if there's any holiday decorations on Little Island. Then we'll make our way out onto the Highline Park here. Good to see you, Frank. Good to see you, GM Chris. My business is picking up tremendously. Good to see you, Dave and Bangor, Maine. Good to see you, British Gray. I am going to try to stay warm by keeping on moving. But yeah, had 2 guests from the Netherlands this morning. Great to see you, Jaja. Happy Taco Tuesday. Had a couple of guests from the Netherlands who were very upset that there was no tour guide on their double-decker tour bus. So I am discouraging people from riding a double-decker tour bus. Good to see you there. Armchair Travel out there in Toronto, Canada. Good to see you there, Jim. And good to see you, everybody. All right, so here we are, Here is the gallery of Diane von Furstenberg. Are they open? Can I go inside the gallery? You might be able. They're open. We're going to try to go inside the gallery right now. Because I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. Coffee is life, girl in the curl. That's why I had 3 of them. I had 2 coffees for lunch. Wow, this is a big production here. They got a lot of production trucks here. Oh yeah, Frank, this is doing fantastic. Good to see you, Savannah. Let's see if we could go inside of the gallery here. Let's see if we could go inside this gallery here. It looks like it's open. So let me put on my mask because we're going to go inside of a store. And let's see if we could go inside the gallery. Can we stop for cookies? Todd, if I see some cookies, I'll get some cookies. But first, let's look at some art. Yeah, it's a big production. These are all these production trucks here for one production. But let's see if we can see the gallery here in the Diane von Furstenberg store. Without Diane von Furstenberg, we would not have our Highline Park. Her and her husband, Barry Diller, were some of the main contributors to the Highline. But let's put on my mask here. Cookies and soda. Cookies and coffee, Nadia. Cookies and coffee. All right, let's do it. Wait. Hello. Can I check out the gallery? All right, thank you. All right. So here we are. A very fancy store that my wife likes to peruse around. But here we go, guys. Check this out. Diane von Furstenberg herself painted all this. Good to see you there, Paul. Look at this. Can you spot out? Oh, I love this Lady Gaga. This Lady Gaga's new. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. I love it. Oh, I freaking love this. There's always new paintings here. There's always new paintings here. Oh, so amazing. Good to see a Rhonda out there in Hollywood, Florida. How cool is this? Good to see a Diana Lee with a £5 super chat. Diana Lee, thank you so much for the £5. Thanks for joining the £5 club. It's a neat place, right, Frank? Oh, I love this. I love this Nina Simone right here. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Amazing detail. Amazing detail. Oh. I'll take this Beyonce to go. Doing well, Cynthia. I'm doing well. Simone Biles, right there. Oh, he's just so great. I absolutely love this room. Love this Barbie. So right now, Just Too Creative, we're at 14th Street, underneath the Highline Park, and we're in Diane von Furstenberg's store. This is her gallery here, where she's Diane von Furstenberg painted all these. Every single one of these she painted. Hanson Wordsworth doing fantastic. I mean, I love every single one of these. Isn't this great? So as you see, you could just come in through the store entrance on the side entrance here, and you can check this out for yourself. And if your wife is good, like my wife is, I'll buy her some stuff. And some cool dresses here. I think my wife will look fabulous in this one and that one. Oh, I love this place. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one. Hey, painted with love indeed. But yeah, check it out. Jan von Furstenberg. Like I say, without her, we would not have our Highline. Without her and Barry Diller, we will also not have our little island park that we're going to go to right now. And Nadia with a 5 Swedish kroner. Nadia, thank you so much for the 5 Swedish kroner. Thanks for joining the 5 kroner club. Oh. Thank you so much, Dave. Nowhere. That's why a tour guide who was doing his tour said he's the one to watch. Good to see you, Mike Kim. Doing great. But thank you so much for the Swedish krona. And we got the models. We got models modeling. That's what I love about this neighborhood. You never know what you're going to run into. All right, let's go to the Little Island Park here. And then we'll walk the High Line and make our way up to Hudson Yards. Hopefully the elevator is working so I could yell inside the elevator. Per tradition here on the live stream. Oh, that's awesome, girl in the curl. I'm glad construction's finishing up. So here we are approaching the West Side Highway. And I gotta keep my head on a swivel here because I'm walking against the light here. But I'm setting up the live stream and the tour guide giving the tour is like, oh, there's the world famous Dutch Maas. And I'm like, what? Me? Yes, yelling in the elevator is always good. So I think we might run into our tour guide friend up on the High Line in a few minutes. Exactly, Frank. You never know what you're going to see. Always something going on. But now we're going to cross West Street. This is where West Street becomes, peels off and 11th Avenue begins. Hopefully this stupid drizzle will calm down. Good to see you, Andy Shane. Fresh off the ferry indeed. Good to see you there, Chibe. Nice to see you again. All right. Yeah, 360 radar. Got to keep that head on a swivel. All right, so here we are. Little Island Park. And, we're going to be at Hudson Yards in a little bit. Hudson Yards is at 34th Street. We're going to end near there, Annie Jean. Right now we're on 14th Street. And this is the beginning of the Highline Park. And the Little Island, NYC, right over here. Josh, beautiful day in New York. But I want to always pay tribute to the reason why this is here. And you see, even on a gloomy day, was it been hard to construct? Yes, it was. Good to see you, Madam Mojo. Greetings from Cleveland. Good to see you, Lucielle. You like the interesting paving here? Very cool, stylish paving stones here. But we're right across the street now from the Whitney. The Whitney is that building down there. And then right here, across the way, emerging from behind the tree, is a Standard Hotel. But we have this lone arch, which is right here. Now this is the last piece of a much larger structure where the Cunard line used to dock. But this arch here signifies where Pier 54 used to stand. Pier 54, this is where all the survivors of the Titanic came. And this was where the Titanic was supposed to land. Instead, the Carpathia came here with her survivors. Eventually, from this same pier, the Lusitania will leave on its trip to Europe, and it got torpedoed by a German U-boat. Good to see you, ABX Girl. You're not too late. We're 15 minutes in. You did miss the gallery of Daan van Vestenberg, but now we're going to walk Little Island here. Let's see if there's any kind of holiday decoration here on Little Island. So Little Island, spearheaded by Barry Diller, Daan van Vestenberg's husband. He was one who put the money together for this. I do not know the architect who designed this. I would like to know, though. Good to see you there, Nibble. Bienvenue. Yeah, I do not know the architect who designed this Little Island Park here, but it's pretty cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk the ramp up to the top. Yes, correct, Frank. Down the block. And we could see it from here. Down the block is where the survivors of the Titanic were sent. There used to be a hospital. Today it's a hotel. Good to see you, Darren. But you see that building that's sticking out just a little bit in the center of the screen? That's the building where it used to be a hospital, but that's where all the survivors from the Titanic were sent. Just down there. Now we can just barely see One World Trade Center in the clouds, the buildings of Jersey City, New Jersey across the Hudson River. Absolutely there, Nicodemus, just cool, good to see you. I love New York City too, because of all its history and all of its amazing architecture. But now let's enter Little Island Park. Because it is a weekday and not too many people are out here, you do not need a ticket to come out here, but on more crowded days, you would need a ticket to come out here. Buy the book, good to see you. So let's walk the ramp. I don't feel like taking stairs. Let's walk the ramp. I'm gonna have some fun walking the ramp here. Yes, Pier 54 was active until I believe the end of the 1980s. So let's walk to the top of the structure here and get some views. I'm going to take the ramp here because this is wheelchair accessible. There you go. Thomas Heatherwick designed Little Island Park. Jerry Mayo, good to see you. I did not know Thomas Heatherwick designed this. The same architect of the vessel. Wow. So Thomas Heatherwick has 3 landmarks along the Highline Park. Little Island, the vessel, so bookending it, and then you have the Lantern House, which is that really cool apartment building. I do not know if anyone bought the standard yet, but yes, they recently filed for bankruptcy. It's all good there, girl on the curl. All right. Time for some mind control. Time for some mind control. You will smash the like button. You will smash the like button. You will subscribe and never miss a Dutch Moz live stream. You will always watch a Dutch Moz live stream. You will never miss a Dutch Moz live stream. You will hit like and share with your friends. You will hit like and share with your friends. Mara Figueroa, bienvenidos Puerto Rico, bienvenidos. Let's get some height here. Let's get a little high walking this. How was the beer yesterday? Merci, delicious. Delicious. Had an ice cold beer at my empty apartment. It was delicious. Thank you so much, Colleen. No, this place opened up earlier this year. So it's less than a year old. Like and subscribe. Oh, look at these views here, guys. One World Trade Center. Way down over there. Actually, we could see the gigantic head. I see we could see the, yeah, there it is. We can see the gigantic head of Jersey City, New Jersey. There it is. We went to go see that and we couldn't get near it. But there is a gigantic head of Jersey City, New Jersey. It's 80 feet tall, the whispering head, yeah. She wants you to hear the sound of the water. Thank you so much, girl on the curl. But there it is. We're gonna go back and check that out again. So once I know that park is open and we could get to the base of that sculpture, we're definitely gonna go back and check that out. But there it is. The whispering head. Yes. Suit in New York, awesome, Mara. Water's Soul, Ramona. That's right, Water's Soul is the official name. Let's continue on. As I seem to have gathered a studio audience, so I'm going to try to keep moving here. And actually, let me wipe my lens again, because oh boy, I think I made it worse. That's on your list? Awesome. Because your kiss is on my list. Because your kiss, I can't resist. Because your kiss is what I miss. All right, our lens is clean. Hopefully we don't acquire any more audience here. We gotta keep moving, baby. Let's get to the top of the structure here. Got these cool little, yeah, tissues, not gloves to clean. Yes, Annie Jean. I thought my gloves would be able to do it, but look at how cool this structure is. Going right down into the pilings. The woo-hop is still here there, Simon. Of course the woo-hop is still here. Good to see you, Louise Kia ora. Everyone follow Louise Poppy. She's a great YouTuber in New Zealand. Good to see you, Terry. Service has gotten significantly better, Jocelyn. That's because nobody's here. You might be looking for wiping your nose. Thank you so much, Nadia. Thank you so much, Miss Cecilia. Now I know what the latency is like once I sneeze. But everyone give Louise Poppy a follow. She's a great YouTuber in New Zealand. Welcome to Little Island Park here at the end of Pier 54. How's the weather? It's drizzling right now, drizzling rain and snow, and it's cold. Yes, they did use the old pilings. They did use the old pilings. Thank you so much, Terry. I'm loving this walk too, even though it's cold. These buildings on the right are leaning more. Yeah, because those buildings are supposed to lean. Those buildings are supposed to lean over there. It is miserable, Louis Bobby, it's cold. Yeah, these buildings are supposed to lean. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee this morning was delicious, British Grey. It's dreary in Buffalo. Sounds about right. As you see. Well, the old pilings were made to last. But as you see, these buildings are leaning. They're purposely leaning. These are apartment buildings. Oh my God, it's 88 degrees. That sounds good. If it was 88 degrees here, I would be in a t-shirt. All right, let's get to the top. Good to see you, Nicole. Let's get to the top and take in the view from the top. Not too many people up here, luckily. So we get to enjoy this. Ah, yes. Dreary day, but still kind of beautiful. People think I have the camera on me, so they were standing behind me waving. I'm going to keep moving. These fountains were here not too long. And here we are. Oh, it's snowing up here too. Can you guys see the snow? Hey. How's this view? How is this view? Fantastic view of Water Soul. This park was built this year, Just Too Creative. This year this park opened up. Stormy there in Australia. Stay inside. Do I have a warm head cover? Rick, no, I have a hood. But I'm warm enough. I'm warm enough. I'm tough. I'm a tough cookie. So look down towards One World Trade. And then Water's Soul right over here. There it is. Got a Circle Line boat and waterway ferry. Oh, in Austria, it's storming. Stay safe out there, Nicole. Me too, ABX girl, me too. Is it serene all the time? Mike, it's up to you. For me, it is. For a lot of other people, it may not be. But for me, it's always serene. Al back, hello. There we go. We got water in the wide lens here, so let me get my tissue out once again. I have a feeling that today's live stream is going to be me wiping down the lens a lot. There we go. All right. It's snowing and drizzling, which is not fun. Let's keep moving. It's snowing right now, ABX girl. It's snowing and raining at the same time. Metalhead Warrior, good to see you. Oh, yeah, it's cold. It's drizzly. So not too much Christmas stuff going on here at Little Island Park. I was hoping for a little bit more Christmas stuff, but not even as much as a Christmas tree. Hello from Alberta, Canada. Good to see you, Al, back. Snowing up there in Alberta yet? I am the lens wiper in chief there, Diana. Yes, indeed. All right, so now we're going to walk the, good to see you, Din Din. We're going to walk the Highline Park up to 34th Street. And then from there, we're going to walk through the mall at Hudson Yards. We'll do a loop of the Hudson Yards Mall. We'll check it out. There's the amphitheater that's built here at Little Island Park. Yeah, nice place to escape the Christmas glitter, I have to agree. Good to see you, Matthew, out there in the great state of California. And good to see Wayne Lear from York, Pennsylvania. Good to see you out there in York. Hope you're doing well. Maybe too windy for December, maybe. It's art. It's art. It will soon. All right, awesome. Yes, go for the end of the year, girl in the curl, if we can hit 10K. Goal for the end of the year. I'm hoping to hit 10K in the next month. Because y'all got to see some, if you're following me by accident for the first time, y'all got to see some serious Christmas live streams. Tor Miller out there in London. London calling. Good to see you out there in London, England. Good to see you, Wayne in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Or Todd Scott in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Sorry about that. I'm misreading. Well, we're making our way now off the little island here. And we're going to make our way over to the Highline Park. And can you tell it's snowing and drizzling? It's snowing and drizzling right now. Oh, light snow and light drizzle. So it's doing both. Perhaps they will add more trees and plants in the years. No, we got to wait for them to grow. So we're going to wait for these trees and plants to grow to full fruition. Obviously, it's winter, so it's a little bit more subdued. And plus, the park is only a few months old. I want to say the park's maybe 7-8 months old. At least one more. Nibble, maybe Nibble. Good to see you, Blondie. It's snowing and drizzling in New Jersey as well. We have these drizzly conditions here in the Northeast at the moment. But let's make our way over to the street. And that's pretty. Little Island Park. Or Little Island, NYC. Good to see you, Neil, out there in Flatbush. Welcome. Yeah, give it another 10 years, Annie Jean, and it'll all grow together, all grow out nice. You want to rollerblade there? You can rollerblade on the High Line. Or not on, you cannot rollerblade on the High Line. You can rollerblade on the West Side Highway. And here, Little Island might be a little bit too small to rollerblade around it. But now we are leaving Little Island. You can see the arch that creates Pier 54, that designates Pier 54 right in front of us. Good to see you, Millard. Welcome. And now we're going to cross the street. East River Park will look like this when East River Park is mostly complete already, and each pier has its own use. It doesn't connect directly with the High Line, Louise, but it is on the southern entrance, near the southern entrance of it, which we're going to go to right now. But it doesn't connect directly. You got to cross the street. And I'm going to cross that street right now. Good to see everyone. I'm going to have to, I can tell I got to level out this gimbal here, so let me find a spot where I can level this out without causing too much of a scene here. Very nice place to stay here, Marco, absolutely. All right, let me find a little spot here. Do I feel any movement in Little Island Park? No, I do not. No, I did not. All right, let me adjust this gimbal here. There we go. There we go. Now it's freaking level. There's one thing that gets me. It's an unlevel gimbal. All right. Let's do this. Yes, Titanic from your hometown, Darren, Liverpool. Well, now let's cross West Street. Can you expect when the first no, Mike, it's too hard to call when the first heavy snowstorm's going to come. Many things have to be in confluence for that to happen, so. There is no set date. Every year it's different. Sometimes we could get our first heavy snowstorm in November. Sometimes we could get our first heavy snowstorm in March. It's always different. Bull, be careful out there driving, man. Yeah, we're getting we're getting squalls of weather all week, yes. This is not a fun week, weather-wise, here in New York. But tomorrow's going to be nice and warm. And that's good news for everyone who's going to be live streaming the tree lighting ceremony at Rockefeller. Hello again, handsome Terrell. But yeah, heavy snow, hopefully in December. Hopefully we don't gotta wait too long. But let's make our way down here by the let's make our way down over here to the Whitney Museum. But this is the last little bit of vestige of the meatpacking district right here. Yeah, I'm a tour guide, not a meteorologist, but I did take meteorology as a minor in college. But I wouldn't consider myself a seasoned meteorologist. But I am good at reading weather radar and figuring out weather as it happens. But as for a set date for the snow, y'all are just gonna have to wait. Yay, it's art. It's art. So here we are in front of the original, or the modern building, if you will, of the Gansevoort Market Meat Center, which is right here. And there's a couple of meat distributors here, but not too many. No, Mike, Toronto's a lot colder than New York. Plus they get lake effect snow. We're very much influenced by the ocean here. The last shipment to go down of what's today the Highline Park was a shipment of frozen turkeys. And that was back in 1980. Good to see you, Maria from Northern Ireland. Yeah, the Northeast weather is very unpredictable in the wintertime because we're influenced by the ocean. So, you know, if the wind is coming off the ocean, it could vastly affect how much or how little snow we get. Wind, rain, all that stuff. But here we are next to the Whitney Museum of Contemporary Art. Gonna hang the left here. Colorfully defaced, yes. Nice. Oh, it's cold out here. Good to see everyone. Good to see you, Maria. Hello, Belfast. Thank you so much for the stream. Your dream is to visit New York one day. Well, Tor Miller, lucky you. I am a licensed New York City tour guide. I give tours of New York City almost daily here on YouTube. Why is there no Staten turkey cam? Dan Lee, that's a great question. I do not know why. Lived in the Northeast for 42 years. Past storms were no joke. Metalhead, I have to agree. I have to agree. But then again, I was around for the blizzard of 96. I actually worked as a bike messenger during the blizzard of 96. Well, Annie Jean, I have a license. I have a license, Annie Jean. I gotta re-up my license once every 2 years. So I do have a license from the city of New York to do this. And I do, you know, in the morning, I did do a tour of the Brooklyn Bridge this morning. And yeah. And tomorrow I gotta work the Brooklyn Bridge again. And then on Thursday, I'm working the Central Park. But my specialties are, yeah, most YouTube New York City guides are not licensed. Yes, I know. That's very true. Oh no, my elevator is still closed. I want to yell in the elevator, damn it. There's a test, girl Nicole. I got to answer 150 questions in 90 minutes. And Just Too Creative with a $2 super chat. Tour guide tip, thank you so much, Just Too Creative. Thank you so much for the $2. Boo. Boo. I gotta go all the way up to 30th Street? Ah, that's too far. I guess we will take the stairs. Yeah, it's a yellovator. Annie Jean, you've seen these live streams before. We yell in the elevator. All right, let's do it. Let's get up to the Highline here. So the Highline, originally called the West Side Improvement. This was built in 1932, or opened in 1932. And this was to separate the freight rail tracks from 11th and 12th Avenues. All right. Elevator with a lot of echo. All right. Here we are. Ah, there you go, Jim. Good to know. Raf Rosa, bienvenidos. Let me catch my breath as I did all those stairs. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Annie Jean. I'll keep on the lookout for it. Nicole, you like to yell in elevators too? Awesome. At least I'm not the only one. So in front of us is the Standard Hotel. And back when this first opened up, the hotel rooms had no blinds on the windows. So thus, you would have throngs of people down here with binoculars and what are those things called? You know, things to look up into the sky with. And people were watching people make whoopee up there. Telescopes. People had telescopes and binoculars to look up there. And now, luckily, there are blinds. And the building recently filed for bankruptcy. So we don't know what the future of the Standard Hotel is going to be. But no doubt somebody will buy it. And why am I streaming in 720? Samuel, because I am live streaming. And if I live stream any more than this, then most likely the signal will become overburdened, and then you won't get any live stream. So in order to keep the buffer of the video to a certain level, I max out at 720. Yeah, they had performers in the windows. Yeah, there was definitely a slew. Yes, there was. But now we are walking underneath the Standard Hotel. Why do folks wear big, heavy, warm? I don't know, Mike. You got to ask those people. Did somebody just say I was on TikTok? What? I don't even have a TikTok. Good to see you there. Mr. Death's in the house. Got to be in New York City tomorrow. Awesome, Mr. Death. Enjoy the city. Have fun out there. Death is always here in New York City. To live in New York City is to live with the constant threat of death. It's true. On my way home, all I have to do is touch the third rail of the subway train and I'm dead, baby. I'm cooked. Stay home tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow. Oh, look, here's this Banksy versus Heck Tag again. Banksy versus Heck Tag. Banksy versus Heck Tag. Here's the widest point of Manhattan Island, 14th Street. The Jane Hotel was a dive along that way. Now it's a boutique hotel. Dino, New Jersey. Yes. Yes, indeed. So Banksy versus Hectag is, Hectag's been trying to call out Banksy supposedly for the last few months. Banksy, just down the way here on 14th Street and 6th Avenue, does have a supposedly an unauthorized art exhibit. Yes, he is a cohort of the Grim Reaper. I think he is. But there's 14th Street. This is where Manhattan Island's the widest at 1.5 miles wide. And take it day by day. That's right, Maria. Yeah, Banksy has stuff at Christie's, yes. I love that view too, girl in the curl. But now we are approaching, a Metalhead Warrior with a $5 super chat. Metalhead Warrior, get yourself a coffee and pastry on you, bro. Can't wait to be back in New York. This time next year, you'll be strolling around the city with your fiancé, Metalhead Warrior. Congratulations on your marriage. And enjoy New York when you come out here. Thank you so much for joining the $5 club, and it's much appreciated. Beer and pizza time right now. Joseph, not just yet, my friend. Good to see you. The view hasn't changed. No, a lot of these buildings here, you know, these are like old school buildings. You'll have PayPal money next week. It's okay, Henny Jean. Just hit the thumbs up. That's all I need. So in front of us here, this building, the Chelsea Market is in that building, but that building used to be the largest National Biscuit Company factory in the Northeast, or in the East Coast. Today we know that company today as Nabisco. But in 1912, they stole another cookie's style, and this is where the Oreo cookie was invented, in 1912. So the Oreo cookie is a New Yorker. And I have Oreos to eat in my house. Unita, that's right. Good to see you there, Myrna. Welcome. They stole that Hydrox design. But yeah, every time you eat an Oreo cookie, it's a New Yorker. And I got some Oreo cookies waiting for me at home. So I'll be partaking in some Oreos and another coffee a little bit later on today. English muffins and Oreos. Yay! The West Side. Mr. Death, I'll be working over the Brooklyn Bridge tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. So there you go. For everyone who wants to stalk me out, I'll be working the Brooklyn Bridge tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Yeah, pretty cool story there, right, Myrna? Jennifer, good to see you. Mega stuff indeed. And double stuff, just a regular Oreo. Just a regular original Oreo was invented here back in 1912. Irish stew is yummy. Irish stew will be perfect on a cold, drizzly day like today. It's nice having the Highline all to ourselves, practically. Very few people out here. Greetings from India. Good to see you there, Tangier. But it's a beautiful, drizzly day. Mega stuff, awesome. Your flight's at 7 o'clock, so we'll see how that goes. All right. Just had some chicken wings and fries, awesome. I just had a spicy buffalo chicken wrap with French fries, so that's what I'm working off right now. It's a very nice cold walk. I figured today, since I'm working in the cold, that I will eat something spicy and hot. Look at this piece of art. What is this called? There's a couple of synagogues around here. This is called 57 Forms of Liberty by Ibrahim Mahaba. Good to see you there. Alexei from Kraj Donar. There it is. With the edge. You can see the edge right there in the background. Pretty wild piece of art right there. Frank, absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. A good Irish coffee does sound pretty damn good right now. It's like scrap metal. Neil, it's art. It's art, Neil. Neil, you remember the big piece of scrap metal in front of number 7 World Trade Center, right? It was painted red to make it like art. So now this is the 11th Avenue here. 11th Avenue flyover here, where you could observe the avenue below. As a added and subtracted from the property here. So this structure here that we're walking on, like I said, was built in 1932. It was called the West Side Improvement, and it was meant to separate the train tracks from the street. Trains used to run along 10th and 11th Avenues, and people who were trying to cross the street many times got hit by these trains. Thus, they called 10th and 11th Avenues Death Avenue. But in 1932, they created this beautiful structure. And this structure is used to be a lot longer than it actually is. This structure used to go as far north as 54th Street on the west side and as far south as Canal Street. But then over the years, it slowly got cut shorter and shorter and shorter until its current width or length right now. But kind of a sad fact, between 1898 and 1908, nearly 200 people got killed trying to cross the avenues. And most of those people were children. What are the qualifications to be a moderator on my channel? You got to be a good member of the chat. You know, you got to be a member of the chat who pays attention and who doesn't say dumb stuff. And eventually you will be gifted a spanner. So there you go. Doesn't take too long. Buongiorno, good to see you, Lawrence. But as we're talking about Mr. Death, let's talk about Death Avenue. So here's the Lantern House right here on either side of the structure here. This is designed by Thomas Heatherwick. Greetings from San Francisco. Good to see you, Shay. Hope you're doing well. One of my favorite murals in New York City right here. I love this mural. How cool is that? Well, as long as you're a good member in the chat, you will eventually become a mod. Pat Waters, good to see you, Pat. How cool is that? With the Empire State Building just behind it. Anytime I could show off art, I will on this YouTube channel. Yep, Mother Teresa and Mahatma Gandhi. Good to see you there, Benjamin. Now we're passing Lantern House. Lovely apartments here. I would love to know how expensive the apartments are, but I do not know how expensive. Oh, do we have a gnome in the window? Oh, we have some Christmas decorations here in the window. Let's be peeping toms here. And so, do I like the Whitney Museum? Of course I like the Whitney Museum, Lawrence. Go back in my videos, and there is a live video I did in the Whitney. Need more Jackson Pollock. We got to go to the Met for that. Good to see you, Deming. Good to see you, Route 440. Welcome. Woo-hoo-hoo. We got Santa Claus. It's a beach Santa Claus. Beach, relax, and waves. Santa Claus is going surfing here at the Lantern House. Thank you so much there, Myrna. Santa is going surfing. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Santa is going surfing. Like that, Santa, me too. Roy, thank you so much. Susan, Lawrence, Elise, good to see you. British Gray, good to see you. Happy Hanukkah. It is very costly to live in New York. Really? Interesting energy. This glass residential building, the vessel Little Island, yep, all designed by Thomas Heatherwick. That's right there. Good to see you, John Lore. I wouldn't mind living in Lantern House. I like the windows on these buildings here. Pretty cool. Then we have the edge at Hudson Yards, straight down the way there. Yeah, happy Hanukkah. I am also looking for Hanukkah decorations. How about that? We're looking for all the decorations today. But tomorrow, at around 4:30, you want to tune on in tomorrow, because tomorrow at 4:30, I will have plenty of Christmas decorations for you. Plenty. And I'm not going to the Rockefeller tree lighting. So, awesome bell. Thank you so much, JJ. Good to see you here, Robert. Not too much privacy. No, me and my wife always talk about this. My wife's an interior decorator. And we always talk about how, living at the Highline level, would that be fun? Good to see you, Nicole. What book was the What book was the inscription on the building referring to? Do I know? No, I do not, Mircy. Yeah, that's right, Tangier. Bay Ridge tomorrow. No, Paul. We're not going to be in Bay Ridge. We will be in Crown Heights. Just got home. There were 10 turkeys in your tree in the backyard. John Lore out there at Staten Island got all the turkeys up in the trees. That's pretty awesome. That'll make a good live stream. Is there a neighborhood that goes all out to decorate the streets? Yes, it's called Dyker Heights in Brooklyn. We will be touring around that neighborhood next week. And actually, we'll be probably touring that neighborhood at least 3 or 4 times. Now, one of my favorite memories in living here in New York City, I lived here my whole life, but one of my favorite memories takes place right here on this fire escape. So this was part where I'm walking right now was the first section of the Highline Park that was open. And they used to shine a light on this apartment right here, on this apartment right here. And right here there was basically a Broadway show musician. And she was like, hey, if you're gonna put a light on my fire escape, I might as well perform on the fire escape. And she started what they called the Renegade Cabaret. And for about 1.5 years, you would see some really great performers perform on this fire escape. A lot of the videos, a lot of the performances are here on YouTube. So look up Rebel Cabaret here on YouTube, and you'll find a bunch of performances that took place literally right there. And yours truly is probably in the background at a couple of them, probably drinking a beer and having a great time. But look up those videos. Rebel Cabaret right here on the Highline. Also right here in this section is they have some holiday lights evidently right here. I know we can see them. Yeah, you're more than welcome, Mirna. They got some lights here where they're lighting up these trees here. See, we got some lights here and some other lights right over here. They light these trees up here for sunset. So come up here at sunset and you get some really cool lighting features here. But look at this beautiful view here, guys. The landscape architect of the Highline Park, he was a Dutch-born landscape architect. His name was Piet Oudolf. And Piet Oudolf, he kept a lot of the original plantings here. Some of them were obviously rearranged. But, this is what the Highline looked like in this section for almost 30 years. This is what came, it's like these trees here grew wild out of the structure. And the structure is not very deep. It's only about 3 feet deep. So all these plants that you see here, all these trees are only in about 3 feet of dirt. But Piet Oudolf, he saved a lot of these trees here. And these trees all grew wild when the Highline was abandoned for 30 years. Yeah, it was train track, Maria. So there you go. Thank you so much, Air Sarge Tech. So they have a understanding here. There is an agreement because the landlord of the Highline, the landlord of the structure, is CXS, and the idea is if they want to turn this back into a freight rail line, they can. So that's just why the train tracks are still here. But they did remove them to build the park, and then they painstakingly replaced them. But you know, I think this will always be a park now. I don't think this will ever be a freight rail train again. But it does give reference to what the structure originally was meant to be. And yay, they took away the scaffolding. We could enjoy this mural again. Let's check out this mural. Yay. It's a pretty neat mural. And there's a link to the Rebel Cabaret. Yeah, oh yeah, no, Annie G. No, I don't think you're ever going to see a freight rail train come here again. But they're still the landlord, or still the owner of the structure, to be more precise. I'm happy to see this mural again. This mural was behind scaffolding for like months. So it's nice to see it again. So all the big star architects, famous architects have buildings here along the High Line, like Norman Foster, Frank Gehry, and of course, Zaha Hadid. Found it on the Renegade, right, there you go, Renegade Cabaret, that's right, Roy. Renegade Cabaret, I misspoke. Renegade Cabaret, the Renegade Cabaret. But they all have buildings along here. But check out those performances, Roy. They're pretty cool. Remember that it is kind of, you know, when doing these live streams, I may misspeak. I may misspeak from time to time. So